how's everybody today? So I am leaving town tomorrow for a couple weeks to go visit family in Colorado, and unfortunately that means I'm going to miss going up into apple picking country here in North Carolina. There's quite a few, at least 4 I think, places where you can go pick your own apples, and I'm definitely going to miss that. But anyway, it's September, it's apple season, so I thought before I left we'd make a little apple crisp, because this is such a simple, easy dessert. And of course, this is small scale. It's just the 2 of us. So because this is small little skillet, I've got a 1/3 cup of whole old-fashioned oats and a 1/4 cup flour. And then to that, I'm going to add a tablespoon of pure cane sugar and a tablespoon of dark brown sugar, light brown sugar, whichever you have is fine. And in my skillet over here, I have 4 tablespoons of butter melting. And we're going to go a good pinch of kosher salt in there. And where's my nutmeg? So I found my nutmeg. I'm just going to grate just a little nutmeg in here. Not too much, just a little. I almost browned my butter. I'm going to let that cool down for a minute. I'm going to let that cool down just for a minute and peel my apples. My mama used to peel apples for us, and we would sit and watch her, because she would go all the way around the apple and never break the skin. And of course, as kids, we just thought that was pretty amazing. So for this, we're going to do 2 apples, any kind of a crisp apple. Honestly, I think, oh, there, Mama, I disappointed you. I think that Red Delicious, and I'm going to actually switch over to my peeler. I lose less apple that way. I think any kind of a crisp apple, if Yellow Delicious and Red Delicious are probably the 2 that I would stay away from. But you can kind of, if you go to that Granny Smith, you know, it's going to be an even crisper kind of tart taste. Or if you go like that Honey Crisp, then it's going to be a little bit of a sweeter crisp for you. I keep wanting to say cobbler. So you get to pick, but the delicious apples get a little too mushy, really. So we get these 2 apples peeled and cut. So my butter's cooled down a little bit. So I'm going to pour that over this. And you can see that kind of got a little brown on me, so it's kind of a little brown butter. You're not really looking for that, but honestly, if you do that, brown butter adds that nice nuttiness, so it's still going to be delicious. And I just want this to be nice and moist. I've done the crisp where you kind of cut in the cold butter, and I just think they stay a little dry. I kind of like it better with the melted butter in my flour and oat mixture. So nice and moist. And I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to go back to my skillet here, and I'm going to melt another 2 tablespoons of butter. And while that is melting, where's my knife? There's my knife. While that is melting, I'm going to cut my apples. Now, you can cut these in small chunks. You can cut these in like thin pieces like this. Totally up to you. You can do cubes, whatever makes you happy. Honestly, I just kind of like mine in slices like this. So I've got my butter melting. I'm keeping an eye on it this time so it doesn't get brown on me. I'm going to go a tablespoon each of my pure cane sugar, my brown sugar. I'm going to do a teaspoon of cinnamon, because that doesn't fit in there. I'm going to do a teaspoon of vanilla. Woo! Or more. That kind of got away from me. And keep an eye on this. You don't want this to go too far, because you'll start making a little candy. It'll get hard on you. So I'm going to turn that off. I just want that nice and melted and combined. And then I'm going in with my 2 apples. And some lemon juice. This is just going to help really keep this nice and bright. And especially if you make this in advance, it'll also help keep your apples from oxidizing. And then I just want to mix all of this up. Little salt. Mix, mix, mix. I just want everything coated. I want these apples completely coated. I'll move it up here so we can see and watch. So this is just a super simple, quick, easy apple crisp for 2 or 3. And of course you gotta have vanilla ice cream, because it's like, I'm sure, a law or a rule or something that you have to have vanilla ice cream with your cobblers and your crisp. And I'm gonna taste. Honestly, that's yummy. That's yummy. Just like that. But it makes me want to add, I think I'm going to add a little nutmeg to that, and I think I'm going to add a little more cinnamon. But that's actually quite yummy just on its own. So now we're going to top that with that topping that we made. Now I'm just going to kind of drizzle this across. I don't want to push it down. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be like a blanket over it. Just the best that you can. Sprinkle this over the top. 375, 25 minutes. Yummy, yummy. Look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? It smells good. I hope it tastes good. So, of course, oh, do you hear the sizzle? Can you smell what's coming, baby? Crisp. He's not answering me. And of course, we need some vanilla ice cream. And super easy, super quick. 2 apple, 2 person, maybe 3 apple crisp. I'll see y'all soon. Bye. Thanks for watching.